People have been asking me about when I say people, friends of mine have been asking me about these videos I put out on my vlog and in my Facebook about containers and Sierra Leone and the Philippines and South Africa, and gardening to music and gardening to and all kinds of other things. Well, you can tell I haven't got much else to do other than run around after my wife and the kids, of course. Yeah, I mean, I'm literally just having a good time, really, enjoying new challenges and doing new things. That doesn't mean I'm not open to offers when it comes to any sort of work out there. I have been selling off bits of stuff we don't need anymore. I think some of you will have seen I've been selling off Mikey's old prams and bits of furniture we've been selling. We've been having stuff done in the house as well, like the kitchen and stuff like that, and the bathrooms. So I've been busy, but I'm going through that sort of phase in life now where I need to go out and do something else and make something happen. I'm 63 years old, so I've got plenty of life left in me yet. Well, some 63-year-olds don't. I accept that, but this 63-year-old does. Look, I understand there are some 40-year-olds who don't have a lot of life left in them. In fact, I can think of a few 17-year-olds for that. No, we won't go there. It's all right. We won't go there. But yeah, I've been. Richie goes to work at the hospital. Roxy goes to school. Mikey goes to school. Lexus is sort of going to work. He's with his girlfriend. They live here, but you never see them because they're always at work. And they've just left for a week's holiday in Greece, in Rhodes. So I'm sort of like the butler of the house in many respects. The unpaid butler of the house, let me add. I don't get paid as a butler. So it was really to get... And it's nice to be at home. It's nice to be in a process where I am, doing school runs and doing, dropping Richie off and helping the guys with their decision-making processes when it comes to flying or getting visas or whatever the case may be. But it's really a question now of need to get the brain cells ticking over and making them work far better and far harder. What I've found in the UK is there's not a lot going for old prats like me. There's, they've got enough stand-up comedians as well. Our government and cabinet are full of them, so they don't need any more of those. And there's always an opposition party to fill that gap should they need any more comedians at any stage. So I'm looking at doing something meaningful. That's why I've been seriously considering with Melville Thomas, who some of you will know. He's an old school friend at Lindisfarne College, in helping with the causes and things that are needed in Sierra Leone, and been putting and working through ideas over there. So that's been going on. And I've been also introducing people to help the processes move on. The issue, sorry, that noise you hear is this chair. It's suddenly developed a lot of squeaking. It's like, I think like me, it's getting old. But I haven't developed any squeaking yet, so don't worry. It's the chair that's making the squeaks. Yes, well, so it's really a question of just keeping busy. So that's why these video vlogs go out on sometimes nothing in particular. I wait with bated breath on what the postman has to deliver each day. I'm anticipating. Sorry, Louis, you're making a noise. I'm anticipating whether I'm going to get an invitation to my uncle's 90th birthday party. My sister's got one, and I'm just wondering if I'm on the good list or on the bad list as to whether I'm going to get an invitation there or not. But we'll wait and see. I'll let you know on that one. Other than that, I keep regular contact with Sean every day. Sean's getting a little bit needs a little bit of oil once in a while, and and he's not so easy to phone these days because he has a difficulty in talking and in getting his back into functionality, and he's under a bit of pain. I do keep regular contact with the guys on Facebook. Willie's a regular contributor to my Facebook pages, and we have regular laughs about medication taken for for keeping your pecker up and things like that. And obviously I've got a lot of other school friends I talk to as well, apart from Melville, apart from Willie. There's a lot of people out there who keep me in good spirits. I've got I haven't been to a school reunion up until this year. I'm planning to go to this one in July, and I've been trying to find some other school friends of mine. A chap called I don't even remember, a chap called Lund, Vernon Lund. He was a friend of mine with myself. We were people who were very close within our, when you're in school, you all have your own little groups of friends that you're closer to. You know everybody, of course, but it was Vernon Lund. His nickname was Monk. I'm trying to think of. In that group, there's also Peter Nicholson. I've been in regular sort of contact with Peter Nicholson over the years. He's still where he was when he went to the school at Lindisfarne College at Gordale Nursery, which he took over from his mother and father, and have made it a roaring success in the Wirral. Ambrose Hamilton. He was another one within our group. I haven't been able to find him either. Now, when he was going to school, although he's English, his father and mother were living in Zambia, and he was commuting backwards and forwards into Zambia. Now, I don't know where he drifted off to eventually, and I haven't been able to find any contact there. So if anybody knows where Ambrose is, Hamilton. He had a younger brother that went to school after him at a much later stage, who I didn't know, but I knew him very well, and he was part of our group. And the other person in our group was a chap called Simon Todd, who again was relatively local to that part of the UK. Was he Chester? I think he was living in. I think it may have been Chester or that Nantwich in Cheshire, possibly. I can't remember exactly, but I know it wasn't that far away. The reason I know that because he was always one of the first there when we got there after a school holiday, and he would be home fairly quickly always. So I know that. And who else were there in that dormitory that there was? Milton Jones, David Milton Jones. I see him on Facebook occasionally, and he's elusive one minute, then he's back, then he's elusive. So he's around. I'm trying to think who else. Ayub Zumla, obviously, he's the most active in Facebook and tends to keep us all together and brings anybody else to the table who's an old Lindisfarnian who we don't know, but he's good. He's very active in making it all happen. So Ayub, I think thank you for doing all what you're doing in that respect, because you do a lot for the Old Boys Association, I know. It's just you get to a certain time in life where you have more time to think about things, and you can start thinking, well, what happened to that guy? What happened to that guy? Oh yes, I remember what happened to that guy. And it's that type of thing. It's good to have these discussions, and that's another reason why I use the video rather than put it all onto onto a message. I was having a laugh with Lee the other day because I was wishing somebody else a happy birthday, and it happened to go. I don't know how, but I happened to send it to Lee, who was very pleased to receive a happy birthday, although it wasn't a happy birthday. And that was good as well. My sisters tend to worry about me a little bit. I think they think I'm going do-dilly, because or do-ally, or whatever, do-dally or whatever, because I'm talking, I'm obviously, they think I'm talking to myself or talking to a wall here. Well, I have this camera in my face. But it's just really, I promise you, there's nothing wrong with the brain cells. And if there's anything anyone wants any help with, or anything they would like me to try and do for them in this part of the world, please don't hesitate to shout. Give me a message or a thumbs up or something, and I'll see what I can do to help. We have family all over the country, all over, not just the country, all over the world. I mean, obviously Richie with family in the Philippines, my in-laws are there, and outlaws and sister-in-laws and brother-in-laws and cousins and nieces and nephews are all there. And I have regular contact with them. I have lots of contacts in the Middle East who I keep regular contact with, and and there's family there as well. And then I've got family even in North America, in Canada. In fact, I have one brother-in-law who's out in Calgary in Canada, so who stayed with us for a little while here. And so we've got plenty of family scrapes across the country, and across the world, I mean, not the country. And we've got a lot of friends in further places as well. Got a lot of friends in South Africa, and the South African thing's an interesting one as well. You'll notice I stopped up to a point talking about South Africa from the social political developments point of view, because it was becoming too controversial, in too many people getting in too much bad blood coming out into the media with regards to it. And I can appreciate and understand that there is a lot of tension over there at the moment and a lot of ill feeling, but I still believe, in my view, the country is going to come right. I do think Ramaphosa, and if not him, a strong leader in the Democratic Party will make that turn, make it right. I think people will see the sense, and I think the criminals and the thugs that try and rule by fear will be wiped out eventually. So I'm positive. I'm not a negative. Don't have a negative frame of mind, and it just disturbs me a little bit to see so much negativity sometimes coming out about the place. I understand people have got high expectations about where they feel they should be in the country now, and I think that's understandable based on the history and what's happened there. And it doesn't just apply there; it applies in many other parts of the world as well, actually. But South Africa's got a particular sort of problem it has to overcome, and I believe it's overcoming that. I believe it is going to get better. I know people who've gone back there that were spending many years in living outside South Africa, in the Middle East and places like that, have gone back there now in the sort of latter years to sort of work and semi-retire work, and are all up for it. They're up for the country being the right place to be. And I would say, some of my best times in life have been in South Africa, and I have they're treasured memories, and I've got a lot of very good treasured friends in South Africa I still keep regular contact with. So I would, I'm just positive about the fact that you get to this. Politics is and I think the world generally has become fed up with politicians and fed up with politics in general. Or it's either that, or it's my time of life which has got fed up with politics and politicians. Because I listen to them on a regular basis here in the UK, and it's of interest, because obviously you've got time on your hands to listen to it, and I have more time to listen to it now than what I did when I was sort of heavily involved commercially in doing lots of work. And it's the same old. It really is, politicians that they're out for themselves, every one of them. I haven't found a politician yet who sacrifices his ambitions and needs for the sake of people. Not one. Certainly not here in the UK anyway. And that's really it. I was a little bit alarmed to see Tony Blair actually in Sierra Leone last week. And I thought, well, if he's there, there's obviously money around somewhere. And Melville said that, you know, Tony Blair's father used to teach in the university there, and Tony Blair has got a very, very sort of close connection with Sierra Leone. And a lot of Sierra Leoneans regard Tony Blair as a bit of a hero, because he saved them with sending troops in at a point in time when I think a village was going to be overrun, and that prevented the situation. Well, you know, we know in the UK, but Tony Blair is not a popular person in the UK. He's had many faults, in particular with you know, taking us to war in a situation which was untrue, and it was proven to be untrue. So he lost all his credibility when those findings came out, and to see him still going around other parts of the world trying to be the peacemaker is quite astonishing. But I think it's all for money. It's not because he has his hand on his heart and wants to do good and just only do good, and he wants to make money, and that's what he wants to do. Looking forward to the summer. I hope it's going to continue the way it has been going over the last couple of weeks here in the UK, where some brilliant sunshine. It's a little bit grey today, but it's certainly a lot warmer, and there's a lot more fun in the air, for want of a better word. There's a lot more one does outside in the garden, gets on and does things. That's great. Anyway, I've got to go now. I've got some things to do. I'm on my own in the house, apart from Louis, and I've got some. Rich is only working. Oh, it's now 1:20. Rich is working till 7 o'clock tonight, so I've got to get the kids tea and organise a few chores. So talk to you again soon. Bye bye.